Okay, so in this video we're going to go over solving by elimination with multiplication. So you start the same way. You look to see if either your x values or your y values have the same number with opposite signs. So your x's, you have a -3 and a -9, so neither of the numbers are the same. Same thing with y, you have a 7 and a 5. So when neither of them have the same number, you have to multiply to make them the same. So you're going to look to see how can you, if there's anything you can multiply to get to the other number. So for 3, you can get 3 times 3 to give you 9. If we check our y's, there's no whole number that you can multiply by 5 to get to 7. So we're going to focus on the x's. I'm going to bring the first equation down. -3x plus 7y equals -16. And remember, in this problem you have a -9, so I need a +9 because they have to have opposite signs. So I'm going to multiply this entire equation by 3, but it has to be a -3 because a negative times a negative would give me the positive that I need. So -3 times -3 gives me +9x. -3 times 7 is going to give me -21y. And then -3 times -16 is going to give me +48. Once I have my other equation, then I can take the second equation down that I haven't used yet. So I converted the first equation. I'm going to bring the second equation down. -9x plus 5y equals 48, or equals 16. And then add vertically. So 9 plus -9 is 0, or cancels out. -21 plus 5 gives me -16y. And then 48 plus 16 gives me 64. So then to solve for y, you can read it as y times -16. So the opposite of times is divide. So I'm going to divide by -16 and divide by -16. So -16 divided by -16 will give me just y, and then 64 divided by -16 gives me -4. So from here, I now have to substitute back into one of the first equations. It doesn't matter which one. I'll just take the top one for now. So -3x plus 7y equals -16. So keep in mind that my y value was -4, so I'm replacing my y with that value. So this is going to become -3x plus 7 times -4 equals -16. If I solve, -3x plus 7 times 4 is going to give me -28 equals -16. Then you can write it out, so it becomes x times -3 plus -28, and then work backwards. So the opposite of plus is minus -28. But keep in mind, if you have a minus and a negative, those combine together to make a plus sign. So I'm actually going to add 28 to both sides. And the way you can check is make sure, in order for them to cancel, they have to have opposite signs. So these cancel, add 28 to this side. So -16 plus 28. So my -3x comes down. And then this will give me 12. And then the last step is divide by -3. -3 divided by -3 is 1, so I'm just left with x. 12 divided by -3 will give me -4. So now my answer for x is -4. The last thing you have to do is write your solution. So the solution is -4, -4. This is x and this is y. And that is your final answer.